Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a business philosophy that kind of flips conventional wisdom on its head. It comes from an incredible print industry strategist, Sandy Hubbard, and her big idea is all about growing a business from the inside out.
So let's just jump right into it. When you think about what makes a business grow, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Is it all about those flashy ads, the aggressive sales teams, the external stuff? Or could there be another way, a more sustainable way to build a company that really, truly lasts? You see, most consultants out there, they're going to tell you to focus on the outside in. Nail your marketing, get your sales funnel perfect, and the rest will just follow. But Sandy Hubbard, she champions something completely different. She calls it inside-out growth. And the idea, it's actually pretty simple, but it's powerful. Build an incredibly strong core first, and the external growth, well, that'll happen naturally.
Now, this isn't just some business school buzzword. It's a whole different way of seeing potential that maybe others miss. It's all about making your business the absolute best version of itself from the inside. We're talking everything from internal systems to company culture. This philosophy is the key to her entire story, so let's unpack how she built it.
Sandy's journey, it didn't start in some slick boardroom or a fancy MBA program. Nope. It began way back in her childhood, surrounded by the sights, the sounds, the actual tools of the printing trade.
And what's so amazing here is just how early these seeds were planted. I mean, think about it. While other kids were getting dolls and action figures, Sandy was getting a Smith Corona typewriter and a letterpress. She was literally encouraged to create. And her dad, he wasn't just a manager. He was a pioneer, adopting new tech and empowering his team decades before that was the cool thing to do. So of course, by the time she got to college, that entrepreneurial fire was already burning super bright.
Okay, so after college, she heads out to California. And even though she was looking for work in film at first, her path took this fateful turn. And this turn became the absolute foundation for her inside-out expertise. This period of her life wasn't some detour. It was a deep, deep dive into how businesses actually work from the ground up.
So her neighbor hires her to be the everything person at a franchise print shop, and bam, Sandy is thrown right into the deep end. She wasn't just learning one role, she was learning all of them. One minute she's burning plates in a darkroom, the next she's managing P&L statements. She's selling these high-end art pieces to CEOs, she's editing a fashion magazine. This experience gave her this incredibly rare 360-degree view of every single gear that makes a business turn.
So after this intense, hands-on masterclass in business, Sandy finds her way back into the world of print publishing. And it's right here that she discovers her next great strength, this unbelievable ability to connect people and build a massive community, all from a single idea. And this quote, it really gets to the heart of her whole mission. Back in 2010, she starts this weekly chat on Twitter. But her goal wasn't just to talk shop with other printers. No, she wanted to reach outside the industry bubble. She wanted to fight the misconceptions and show everyone the real, lasting power of print in a digital world, to give them, like she says, new eyes.
And the result? Well, it was just staggering. That weekly conversation, #PrintChat, it blew up into a global phenomenon. We're talking over 2 billion online impressions. It was such a fire hose of activity that it would regularly break the platforms it was on. Now that is the power of a genuine community.
All right, so how does this whole journey translate into advice that we can actually use? Well, Sandy basically distills all this experience into a super clear playbook for anyone looking to build their own career.
Her advice is just so practical. Okay, first, go deep. Become a true specialist in something. For her, that was print. Second, and this is crucial, learn how to learn. Create your own system for soaking up knowledge. Third, you got to share it. Creating content isn't about ego, it's about showing what you know. It's proof of your expertise. And finally, use that expertise to build a real network of mentors and peers.
So beyond just career advice, Sandy also has this fascinating perspective on the print industry itself, where it's been, but more importantly, where it's headed next.
I mean, the way print tech has evolved is just dizzying. Sandy remembers her dad's newspaper using a machine with a literal pot of hot lead in the corner. Can you imagine?
That gave way to offset printing, which was its own beast to learn. Today, we've got these amazing digital presses that are perfect for personalized short runs. And the future? Oh, it's all about production inkjet and these hybrid systems that merge digital speed with mass customization. It's wild.
And this all brings us to a really key shift in the industry. The future of print isn't just about ink on paper. Sandy's convinced that printers have to become strategic marketing experts. It's about helping clients weave print into bigger campaigns, using direct mail to drive people to a specific landing page, or even playing with cool interactive tech like augmented reality. The printer isn't just a vendor anymore. They're a strategic partner.
Which leads us to her most provocative thought of all. She sees the power of print evolving. It went from the church to publishers to businesses, and now, she says, it's moving to the people. A real democratization of the medium. So as technology makes all these powerful tools more accessible than they've ever been, the power to print, to create real, tangible, lasting messages is in more hands than ever before. We're already seeing the beginnings of it. So the only question left really is, what kind of change are we going to create with it?